We go. Welcome to another episode of I've been painting. I've been painting. So we got actually got a few. So 7 new cards this time. I am late by a day, so that means one a day basically. All right. So the Queen of Wands. It took a startlingly long time to do the Queen of Wands over here. So there it is, the Queen of Wands. We have another royalty. We have the King as well. So the King, everyone asks what the serpent is. I think it's a whale. But there's that. Anyway, the cat is in a very bad mood with the Queen. So this was a lot of fun. The Queen was. I actually redid this 3 times. So yeah, there's that. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. I redid it because originally I'd made the robe yellow. And yellow, good fluid looking yellow garment is difficult to paint. I have to say that in watercolor. I mean, I gotta admit, that was not the easiest thing to paint. But I like it. I like the mountain texture in the background. I think it does bring a royalty feel to the Queen, so it looks okay. I put a bunch of X's on the crown just because there was nothing there and I wanted something there. So, I mean, there you go. All right, and we got the King. I like the King. I like the color contrast. I didn't like the original colors that were in the Rider-Waite Smith card there, but I changed it, as well as the water. I think it does look more fluid and dynamic in this version. Is it too green, blue, green, turquoise? Yeah, I mean, it is. It is. It's a bit too much, but I think it looks okay. Anyway, I mean, it's a loose watercolor deck. If I wanted to do super realistic, I would have made the Echoes of Nature, which oddly I already did. And this is doing better on Kickstarter than the Echoes. So, we're going with loose this time. Going with loose. Speaking of loose, we have this nice loose tarantula spider amidst the 8. The 8 is such a disappointment. It is such a disappointment to see this card in a love reading, but sometimes you got to do it. So my mountains look very gooey and icky, which of course is the idea. I mean, that is the idea. Gooey and icky is all about this card. So the person's walking away from the gooey icky towards the gooey icky mountains, etc. I like this card. I think this card is a good representation of just sort of how oddball the whole card is in itself. Anyway, all right. And then here's the one that everybody's asking me about, the Jackinthebox. So the Judgment. I get the idea that everyone is being reborn and whatnot. I did put some fiery effects in the wings. Very subtle fiery effects in the wings, but still there. I like it. So I put the Jack-in-the-Box just because you get this feel of everything opening up, or everything awakening, or things coming about, or things being reborn, being restarted. So I thought it'd be funny to put a Jack-in-the-Box in there. I think the Jack-in-the-Box sort of lightens it up. I think it's an interesting element in there. So you can do a lot of different interpretations for that. It's up to you, but there is that. Maybe something arising that was unexpected. Maybe a new beginning of something that was unexpected, etc. Okay, so let's do the Four of Wands. Pretty traditional. I did not add anything. And I got a couple of people that are upset if I don't add a creature in every card. But, sometimes I just can't. Sometimes I just don't want to. So the 4 is pretty traditional. I spent some time getting some details on the leaves and the grapes and all of that. So I think it looks pretty good. I think it's an interesting card overall. Do I want another animal in every card? No. I mean, I don't. But I did want it in this one, the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords was cool. because I think the ducks is interesting. A lot of people have interpretations of this already. They're like, she's blinded and therefore the ducks can now cross safely without getting chopped up or something. I don't know, somebody's interpretation on the comments is kind of funny. But, I mean, there's that. You know, there's that with the ducks. So, you know, it's a cute little element. It's a cute little element. Anyway, so here you go for this week with the 6 new cards that we have. Anyway, let me know what you think. I appreciate you watching my progress here and all of that good stuff. Are you going to let me, is this going to let me go over here? Maybe not. Okay, so yeah, here we are. Thank you for actually letting me do stuff. All right, the final card, by the way, is the Knight of Swords. So yeah, I like this card. This took a longer time than I had expected to take. I was kind of shocked, actually, just how long this took. But there you go, the bonus card this week. We got 1 a day done. So the good news is that I'm down to just the easy cards. We just got easy cards left. So I'm hoping we can get this out a little bit earlier than expected. That's my plan. That is my plan currently. So there you go. Anyway, thank you for watching, and let me know what you think of this week's cards, and we'll see you next time.